Hi there everyone. Welcome to a Facebook Live with Rhonda. It is Thursday afternoon and we are here in very, very snowy Michigan. We had a snow day yesterday and a snow day today, but Jane and I came into work today. We braved the roads and I wanted to do a quick little Facebook Live. I am excited to share with you today about Paper Pumpkin. Every month I will always come once a month and show you our current Paper Pumpkin kit and then also some extra projects that you can do with your Paper Pumpkin. But before we start, you guys want to be a little nosy? I'm going to pull off the camera for a second, so hang with me here. And I want to share with you what is going on in my studio. Let me flip my camera. So this is all a really crazy time. It's crazy. Like, it is not for the faint of heart. We are packaging up our winter retreat in a box. Say hi, Jane. Yeah, so Jane came in because we don't want these to go out late, which is really, we're trying to beat the storm. But everybody's gonna get a really cool bag filled with goodies, and then there's so much that goes into it. I don't want to get too close, because for those of you who are getting the retreat in a box, I love for it to be a little bit of a secret. So many projects, make and takes, little gifts. Like, here's one of the gifts that has one of the coolest gifts ever inside. Lots of other presents, lots of them. You can't even tell what that is, but these are all gifts, prizes that go out for retreat in a box. It takes, oh, and there's my messy desk. It takes us, oh, I don't even know how long, a month to get ready for it. I have to show you the nameplate though. It's probably one of our best nameplates we've ever had. Look how amazing that this is. Oh, it's backwards, but it is so, so cute. It's awesome. And here's a sticker we put on there. It says, warning. Oh gosh, you're gonna get sick watching this. Here. There you go. It says, warning, opening this package causes extreme happiness. Anyway, we still are working on lots more of the pillow gifts. So, and here, do you want to see the rest of my messy office where we're working? Lots and lots and lots of working. Anyway, I think it's always fun to be a little bit nosy of what's going on in here, right? Okay, so don't get dizzy. We're gonna walk back to my video station. And we're gonna jump into Paper Pumpkin today. Hello, Trisha, you guys gotta close your eyes. If you're getting the retreat in the box, close your eyes. And don't watch that replay. We're working on it. They're not supposed to go out till next Tuesday, but we are already starting the process because, again, we've been getting hit with snow and we don't want to, make it get too late. So today, though, I'm going to share with you our Paper Pumpkin from January. Now, I'm really excited about this one, obviously, because it's a Valentine's Day one, but it's also just love in general. And we also don't have any other Valentine's Day kits like that were available. So this Paper Pumpkin one is our only one to make some quick, cute cards. And also they had some little treat boxes that you could order too. But I was so excited about it that I booked a fun night with my friends here at my studio. And I think there's gonna be 13 of us that are going to be making these projects as well. But it's not till next week. But so I'm gonna make it for you guys all right here. All right. Oh, good, Trisha. You didn't, so don't go back and watch the replay. Otherwise, you're gonna see some sneak peeks to what's coming in the box. I remember, obviously, we always know you always order it. So anyway, let's jump into this is the Paper Pumpkin from January, and you should have all gotten it by now if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you are missing out. Like, it is one of the easiest, least expensive, fun kits that you can get to come into your mailbox. It is raising price. It's gonna be $23.50, which is still stinking cheap to get that. Right now it's like $22, but the price is gonna be increasing, obviously. In this crazy world we live in, shipping is nuts and supply chains are nuts, so Stampin' Up's been eating all of that now for a while. So and again, our future isn't showing that it's gonna get much better. So, but even still, $23.50 is such a good deal. So that's the cost of our Paper Pumpkin. Oh, gosh. Hey, where is my Maddie Wade? So one of you guys text Maddie Wade and say that there's some creeper on our Facebook Live. We need to get him off. So, because she's an admin for me. I think some of you know how to message her that are watching me. Okay, anyway, so let's go and jump in. So we have, okay, one other thing before we get started. If you're not a subscriber, then you want to be. Every month they are kind of surprise kits, which makes it awesome. But then what I do to help you, and lots of other people do too, but when you're my subscriber, we will make extra projects. We make 4 extra projects using that stamp set. So we will make even more cute stuff besides what just comes in that kit. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna make 2 of them, and then I will email all of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. I email you every month with all 4 extra projects, the directions, the pictures, all of that stuff. So it's fun to have a surprise, but then know that whatever the surprise is, we're gonna show you how to super make it awesome. Thanks, Trisha. I figured you might know how to get a hold of her if you've ever ordered any Mary Kay. And if she's busy, we'll figure it out. He hasn't popped back on, but there was some creeper on here we gotta get off, and she can go in and block them. All right, so let's jump in and get started. First of all, you have these really cute boxes that it all comes in and ships to you. This month was called Kisses and Hugs, which again, it is really cute Valentine's Day, but it also is, you could use love all around. You are so sweet. Said I missed you in January. Yeah, I missed you guys too. It's I did not pop on every week like I normally do. I think I only popped on twice, and it, just to be honest with you, is because of my daughter's surgery. Really threw me for a loop. I had to be nurse Ronda 100%, and so I didn't have any extra time for those 2 weeks taking care of her. And then January was so incredibly busy. It was my best sales month I've ever had for January, and we had more classes leave here than ever before. So you didn't see me do Facebook Lives as much, not because I am not super into, it's because I was so busy, and Facebook Lives are actually a time when I have fun, and I do it to play with you guys, and I just didn't have any time to play. And that will be different for February. We'll get back on track. Anyway, so that's why I missed you guys too, but if you're on my email list, you will have known. And for a lot of you, when you check your checking account or your credit card, you'll know Ronda was real busy in January because we did retreats and stamp camps and card club and Creating for Christ and Creative Convention, and I launched 2 huge trainings. So it was a doozy of a month, but I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Back to Paper Pumpkin. So I'm going to turn you down. And but I love that you missed me. I actually had gotten quite a bit of messages from people that were like, "Where are you? I miss you." And I'm like, "I miss you too." Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Just I try to meet my deadlines, and I do all that I can. And so anyway, we had to meet the deadline. So we're gonna do Kisses and Hugs, and I always like to show them. They're so simple this month. It's really hard to mess up. Last month I kind of messed them up a little bit. But they are these really neat accordion cards. So you just open them up and they're already done for you. They're already printed. It's this beautiful vanilla with gold. Okay, so tell me who has done theirs already or who still needs to do them. So again, these are great for just hugs and kisses and love when someone needs it, or they are for Valentine's Day, right? There's always directions that tell you what to do. And we just follow them. It tells you where to stamp, where to put your stickers, all of that. So here we go. This one you just fold like this, so it opens like a really neat accordion. And to make something like this, my first thought would be, well, how do I put it in an envelope, right? They give you an envelope. Look at that, fits perfectly. So they actually give you envelopes too that even have the gold print on the inside. All right, so let's start off with this first one. And what we need to do is stamp the, I gotta go to my directions. Okay, I'm on the wrong one. All right, we need a piece of the vellum. There's a vellum heart. there is a big heart that we want, a big pink heart. There is they have all of it already done for you. This little heart, this medium-sized heart here. Is anybody else snowed in today too? And then there is a gold one here with a gold trim. So this is what we need for this card. We also need your block and the stamp set too. So I'm just gonna make one of these. I feel like those of you who get this kit, like this one is kind of easy to make. So let me turn to the directions for this one. We're gonna stamp the For You, and it comes with a gray granite stamping spot. So I always just take my paper snips and I just, put this along here and then open it up. So I'm excited because I'm having 13 of my friends come here to my studio, and we are going to make all of these. And then I'm going to show them my alternative projects too. So I'm excited to be able to do this with my friends as well. So I'm going to take the For You, and we're going to stamp that with a gray granite onto the heart. I'm going to, so I can see it, because I will mess that up. So we're going to do For You on that. I like to do all the stamping first. And then on this one, it says Love You More, and then there's also the arrow. My husband and I, we actually, my husband will always tell me that he loves me more. I love that. It makes my heart. And my daddy does that to me too. I always say I love you when I leave him. Today's his birthday, and sometimes he watches me. So Dad, if you're watching, happy birthday. But I always say I love you, and they always say I love you more. Okay, so this one, that For You, I'll clean these later. I'm gonna have to probably clean them sooner than that, because I'm gonna use some of these. So the Love You. So you can make all these at the same time. If you, let's say maybe you don't want to say love you, and then you can say something different if you want to too. There's For You, there's Friend, there's lots. There's one that says Sending You Love. Those of you who know me, and thank you, I love you guys, know that that's how I'm very big on love. I think it's important that we spread that. So I sign all of my cards, everything always is signed, I love you, over the heart. All right, in your kit, they have these little mini glue dots that you can use. You guys all know I'm not patient enough to use these. My friend and my little cohort, Ange McKay, in Canada, she loves these. She tells me, she's like, send them all to me. I'm gonna do them how I just don't think, I'm just not patient enough. I like to just use my easy things, but then you just put them down that way. If you use your snips, because they're real sharp, then you can just pull those backings off. So this is your adhesive. When you are traveling with Paper Pumpkin, which I do a lot, I actually brought this home with me yesterday. I was gonna try to do a live from home. That didn't work out. My home's a little crazy. And that goes on there perfectly like that. All right, so on the outside, see, I like to just do that. Boom, I'm done. I love my adhesive. And you glue that down there, and then we're going to take that For You, and then that's gonna get glued down on top of that beautiful vellum. The inside already has the XO printed on there, and then this will go on the inside. Aren't these so cute and so simple? This is, then you can sign it. Now what it does have included that I do love, which I'm sure we'll see if I can find it here with all of this stuff, is little, oh, here they are. Look at those little iridescent sequins, and they give you lots of extras that you can use on other projects too. I know a lot of my daughter-in-laws who do this, they have little pouches for all their leftover paper pumpkins. And like Michaela will make me projects all the time, and I can always see little leftover paper pumpkin dots and gems on it. So these are just little sequins that you can then just take and you just sprinkle on this. They just used a, whoa, where did that go? There we go. There we go. Look how easy that is. Anybody can make that. I can't wait for my friends to make it. They're gonna love it. And then look, it has a little envelope that you can slide that right in, and now you're all set for Valentine's Day, but you get to make 10 of them. Now, let me show you, okay, then there's the other one, there's another one too, but that's super cute. I want to jump into some alternative. The other one uses this, right? And it's same, oops, it goes like this. There you go, just like that. Then it has friend. It does on the inside, it's got this really cool arrow that you will do, and I love this arrow. And that gets glued down there. These are just some little extra things. Yep. And that goes towards here. I don't really matters. But that big arrow. I wanted to use that on the alternative projects, but I didn't because it was just too cool. I didn't want to take it, because I love these cards. I'm gonna make all of these cards. Sometimes I only make up a few, but then I use the stuff for my alternative projects, but not this time. I love these cards. So then you're gonna take some dimensionals that come in there that I've lost already. Of course, we all know Ronda has dimensionals all over her desk, probably somewhere. And then this goes on. I'm just showing you, sorry, this one. It's the same thing where there's hearts on the front, hearts on the inside. And then this one though has this, I think, this really cool arrow in the middle. Isn't that cool? Anyway, I'll finish the rest of that later, but I just love that arrow. All right, now let's jump into all my alternative projects. I love them. They're so awesome. We are gonna make a card, and then we're also going to make a box. So let's pull out our supplies that I need. First of all, we're gonna make a box out of, let's do out of this pink piece. Let's do this pink piece right here. So whenever you have like shapes, this is something I do a lot. So it could be circles, it could be anything. So this one we're definitely doing hearts. So what we're gonna do first is we are going to take your paper snips and we are going to cut apart. I know I don't even want to, but we're going to cut apart our, oh look, I found my dimensionals. I'm gonna pull those out so I don't lose them again. There we go. And I wanna make sure I have the pieces for the rest of that card too. All right, we're gonna cut apart our heart. So I want, and I just am following along. There's a little score mark there. And yes, the heart is gonna have a little bit of a, so it's not perfectly round, but that's totally okay. It looks totally fine even without that. So what I'm going to do though is I want it to be like symmetrical. So if this has a little bit off of it, then I want that side to have a little bit off of it too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay this down. Jane, I've lost, oh never mind, I found it. And see, as soon as we say we lost something, we find it. There you go. So I want, so here's the top, and then this is gonna be the bottom of my box. All right, so now there's my two hearts. They're both symmetrical. And you could do this one if you like this one better for the top. I don't even know which one I like better. Oh, it's so hard. I'm gonna do this one for the top. So this one you can save and put on a card front. You can put it on a bag. You can put it on something else. So now I have a piece of cardstock here that I have cut. It's by 4 1/4. And the other measurement, oh, there's my sample one. You can't see that, it's so cute. Then, so it's 4 1/4 by 7 1/2. And we're gonna score this at 1 inch. So it's 1 inch, and then we do 3 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4, and then 6 1/2. Again, so those of you who are my subscribers, I'll give you the measurements too. I'll put it in the tutorial, and I'll put it in the description. So it was 1 inch, 3 1/4, 4 1/4, and then 6 1/2. And then I'm gonna do 1 inch going down both sides. So I just want to create a little bit of a box because we're gonna turn these into a cute heart box. Like, do you ever get those? I'm sure you've seen them, the heart boxes that have candy inside. So that's kind of what we're gonna make, just right with your paper pumpkin. And this is just our thick, basic white. So I'm sure all of you, even if you're a new subscriber, you wanna make sure you have extra basic white because you wanna use and make more cards with it. So just fold along those lines, those score marks. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of trimming. So you trim up to that 1-inch line. On one of the ends, you're gonna cut out this is gonna be the top of your box. Jane, do you think you could grab me the 1-inch punch? It's over on the punches. I did forget that. I definitely don't see that over here. All right, then you're gonna go on the other side. One thing that I do is we're gonna make, on the one bottom of the box, I like to trim off those edges. I know it takes a little extra second, but that way the box, thank you, will go together without edges sticking up. It makes it look so much more professional. All right, so we're just gonna trim those off. And actually, I'm gonna do the same thing on this one, just a little bit. And I'm sure you guys would be much more perfect. As you can tell, I'm just randomly snipping. There you go. So that just makes these edges a lot easier. And then you get little triangle confetti. All right, so take your adhesive, which you could use the adhesive that comes in the paper pumpkin, but I'm gonna put glue on the 4 tabs is all. So on these tabs right here. All right, and then this one too, and then this one as well. And this box right in here is gonna have the lid built into it, but it's just a plain white one, but it's easy. So then you just take that tab and we're gonna create the bottom of this box. You bring the tabs in and you can go ahead and line those up so that the edges meet there. Same thing there on the other side. All right, and same thing here. All right, so you see how I did that? Create this really simple box. What I do like to do, I'm going to do this before I glue it together, is to take my 1-inch punch, and so it has a little bit of a notch, because fancy boxes have notches, and we're making a little fancy box here. So now we can fill this up with candy, Valentine's Day candy. If you can find it, you can put Ghirardelli chocolates in there. So like here's, you could put like 3 of them. If you really like somebody, 3 will fit good. These are so yummy. Look, this is one of those assorted packs. Look, you could put those in there. So a great little gift. Or again, you could put some Valentine's Day chocolate in it. So I'm gonna assemble without the candy in it. This needs to get trimmed off just a little bit more. You want it to be easy to open and close. And sometimes those can catch. So now the box, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, and that can go in. See? Super easy. Now let's go back to the hearts. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put adhesive, our Seal Plus for sure, because this is a box, on the top and the bottom. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure this, because I know because I screwed this up, so I'll do it looking at you. So you want to make sure that the hearts are looking at you. And then you want to make sure that the box, where it opens, is facing down. First time I did it, I had it facing me, and so it opened up goofy. So I'm going to do it the right way. So this is the top of the box here. I'm just going to center this in the middle there. Again, I hope I'm doing, yep, okay. There you go. And then I'll put glue. If it's not perfectly centered, it is not a big deal, because the hearts are so big, people won't even know. And then I just take that and again center this here. I have to get over top of it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there is our box. See, now remember that you guys can make all these own little candy boxes yourself. And then when you open it up, the box is there. Isn't that awesome? Oh, I'm easily excited, I guess. All right, so now let's decorate this front. And you could use, this, I'm gonna use some pieces from, because I'm using pieces, I'll use the rest of the pieces that would have probably have come in the kit. So vellum, and then we'll take, another one of those hearts. I I think my favorite stamp, I'm going to be using a Blushing Bride stamp pad. I love the X and the O from this. So, you know, it's hugs and kisses. So I'm going to just put my X and my O. And I'm going to just go ahead and put them right down there so I can ink them up at the same time. And so I'm going to stamp the X and the O. I love these X and O's right there. So hugs and kisses on the front of there. And then I have a little piece here of just a little white strip. And I'm going to take the friend or love you or for you. Let's take the for you. This will be, again, we're going to put a little bit of candy in here. And the for you, I'll stamp with the gray granite. Stamp that. And this little bit of a strip. Let's take our paper snips. Yep, they're not lost too much. And trim that off there. And so here's our little box. We'll glue this down. So what you could do is, and actually my friend Michelle who's watching now, she made not this for me once, but she made me a box. And then she made a card that matched it exactly, and it was such a neat touch. So you could make, you know, the card that comes in the kit, and then you can make some in the box that matches it. So you could, you know, you can do both. I think that's really a neat idea. So you wouldn't be able to make 10 cards, but you could make, you know, 5 cards in 5 matching boxes. So that's really a good idea too. So I'm gonna put that for you over top of that XO. And then of course, we'll take these really awesome little gems right there and just sprinkle those on. One other thing I think that would be a neat little touch that I meant to do and I forgot was, let's see here, let's go right there, was you could stamp, let's see if I can do it. Hi there, it's Rhonda again. You know, sorry, I lost you. My phone completely died on me. So maybe some of you will come back for part 2 if you'd like to. I've got one more project to show you. And maybe you just watching this one, you can go back and watch the other one. So I don't even know where I quit necessarily going live, but this is the box that we made with our current paper pumpkin. And it opens up and there's a awesome little, I am back. Thank you guys for coming back to see me if you are here for part 2. Hello all of you. So this is a January paper pumpkin kit, and I am making some different projects with it. I'm super excited. I saw a couple of my friends. I was decorating the box. Okay, so you saw me make the box. That's the part I really wanted you to see. I decorated it the same as you would decorate, you know, some of the cards. So this is how I decorated the box. Here's one that I did with another example with the vanilla one. So here's that one. So again, which I thought would be really cool is if you, obviously, when you make these cards, so these are the cards that you would make that come in the paper pumpkin, right? So I just saw my friend Jonna get on here. Jonna, you gotta close your eyes, because I know I'm holding a night here with a lot of my friends, and we're gonna be making these. But then look how cool it is. You can make a box that matches, and then the box opens. You could put candy inside. So these are just, again, when you buy paper pumpkin, you have to think, what more can I do with this awesome, stuff? So there's a cute card, the envelope, and then we made a box. So if you are just joining me, this is actually part 2. I went ahead and showed you how to make the cards, and then I showed you how to make these really awesome boxes. So they're like the boxes you would get in a store that you open up and have candy inside. So you can make it for stinking cheap. Obviously, if you already own the paper pumpkin, then you just got to make the little piece of white inside. Okay, so let's move on to our last project. For those of you that are still here, thank you. I so appreciate you. Again, I'm a little rusty, I think. So I'm taking a piece of gray granite cardstock. It's 4¼ by 11, and I'm folding that in half. Of course, I chose gray granite because Stampin' Up! Gave us the gray granite, ink spot in there. So let's jump in. I've got a really easy card to make you, but I love it. I love that X and O. So I have a piece of just our basic white, and I used a piece of our Flirty Flamingo with it. So I'm gonna turn you down so you can watch me. Thank you so much for joining me in here. This is a part 2, so if you are just joining, you can go back and watch the other one if you would like to. My phone cut out on me, and so I am now making part 2. All right, so I want the X and O again, and I am using a Blushing Bride. So I know that I want it to be a little bit lighter, so I'm not using Flirty Flamingo. So the X and O, Hugs and Love, I am going to just stamp that across the middle there. Got 1, and then 2, just like that. And it's pretty centered. If it's not centered, it's okay. It's, again, it's not the end of the world. And then I'm gonna have a little piece of white, and I'm gonna take the Love You, and with one of my blocks, obviously when you get paper pumpkin, you have a little paper pumpkin block, which is great. So keep it, and then you'll use it for all the other paper pumpkins that you get. This one is, it's not available anymore, so that's why you don't ever wanna miss them. So you subscribe, and then you just, every month you get a new box, and the best part is that we'll show you lots of different ways. I gotta stamp that again, it is a little crooked. There, and I had to look at it, so I know I was off screen there. I'm going to then just take my little strip of paper and just trim it off. I'll do a little bit of an angle. The dimensionals that come in this month's paper pumpkin are a different size. They're a little bit smaller, which is really nice. I don't know which one is my crooked one, and well, that. So these are nice. These come in this month. They're the little mini ones. Those are nice to have because you can use them for like the little strips and little pieces. So that is going to go over top of my XOXO. But before I do that, I'm going to take out of the stamp set. Again, I love this stamp set. This is like, if I had to pick a Valentine's Day stamp set, this is the one I would pick. Not that the ones in the book aren't good, but I really like this one a lot. I'm going to take that gray granite, and I want to just add a few of little sprinkles of these, but I don't want it to be real dark. So I'm going to actually stamp this on the inside of the card and then stamp it on here lightly. But so the inside of my card is going to have a little bit of decoration too. And then I'm going to stamp it here just to kind of sprinkle the inside of my card. I just don't want to waste, see, I don't want to waste those really awesome dots. And then I'll do the same thing, just kind of keep sprinkling there on my thing, and then we'll put some on here. Just so it kind of, there you go. A little bit of sprinkles that go across. Then we're going to take this Love You and put right across there. I'm going to try to center it. So there you go. The XOXO. This is going to get glued down to that piece of Flirty Flamingo. And I chose these colors because this is the colors that they have in the kit. The Flirty Flamingo, Blushing Bride, white, and vanilla. They all go so good together. And then this is going to get glued down to the gray granite. So if you are one of my subscribers, check your emails tomorrow. I'll be emailing you out all of these alternatives and also posting them on Creative Corner. So if you're on Creative Corner, they'll be posted on there as well. And then last but not least, we have to take these really awesome little iridescents and add those to all this cool card that adds so much, and it doesn't even, oh, I need one more. Like I told you, something that like my husband says to me a lot, and also like my dad, it's that I love you more. So I'm making this one for my husband, and I'm gonna put love you more. So I got that more, and that's gonna go right down here. There you go. So there's our alternative card. Here was another, I just did a little practice one to make sure that I'm not gonna mess it up on screen for you. So we have this really beautiful card that we made using that stamp set that comes in Paper Pumpkin. We made these boxes And then of course you make the awesome cards that actually come in the kit. How awesome is that? There you go. All for $22 a month. That is one of the best values that we have. And then, but now it's $23.50. So, but use that stamp set, have fun with it. I still didn't even use, there's like some hearts I didn't even use. There's another little heart with an arrow through it. There's friend. There is a lot of different stamps in there. So thank you guys so much for joining. Hey, I did announce a new event that I'm doing for February, where I'll be doing an online bingo. It's been, almost a year since I've done an online bingo. And only reason why is just because I just haven't had the extra time to do it. But this month we do. And what's gonna make it really fun is I am partnering with my friend Ange McKay from Canada. So this is open to all Canadians and open to those in the US. And we play bingo, we play 6 games of bingo, and we're gonna be giving away over $750 in prizes. And the cool part is if you win bingo, you will get to pick out what you want. So we do like a gift certificate that you get to redeem. But we also will have like 20 door prizes and other prizes to give away. So we do play bingo, but really it's actually a card class. So it's actually a card class that you pay for, and we just play bingo for fun. So you'll have a card class that you will have 4 different cards that we'll make, and they're beautiful. We're using the Honeybee Home bundle. I don't have them here to show you yet. So join us. I emailed out the link yesterday, and I'll post it here. But that's really the only event right now that I have openings for. All the other ones have already sold out. So, but that one you can still sign up for. And I will be doing a Creating for Christ, and that will be announced in a few days too. But so if you ever want to know when I'm doing online events, you have to join my email list. My email list is who gets it first, and they've been selling out through my email, so I rarely post anything about it. So make sure you're on my email list. I'll post a link for that. You'll get first dibs on all of my online events, and also if I do any specials or promotions or anything like that at all. So thank you guys for being here. I will see you next week, and we'll have some really cute Valentine's Day projects to show you. Thank you, Trisha. Yep, if you go to my website, it should pop up to sign up my email, or there is a button you can push too. But if you've never been to my site before, then it'll pop up, or if you're not on my email list, it should pop up for you. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.